Friends, in this video for I Thought Wealth, I'm going to talk to you on the topic spotting opportunities. Every investor in every market context will always be looking to find out something new, some opportunity which they're seeing fresh, somewhere where they can invest some monies, places where if they invest money, they can make better returns than in the places where they are already invested in. So, when we try to spot opportunities, we're trying to bring some freshness into our portfolio and into our investing. But not everything that we spot may be fresh. For example, there could be a sector or a theme which is coming off a very great performing phase in the stock market. You would have seen a theme perform so well that the stocks went up some multifold. And after becoming multi-baggers, the companies have lost, say, 1/3 of valuation. So, where is our anchoring happening? What is our mind connected to? Our mind would naturally be connected to that all-time high which the stock hit, from where it has lost 1/3 of valuation. Most of us will have that bias in anchoring, which will make us think that since the stock has fallen 1/3, it's already becoming attractive. If you're in social media or in WhatsApp groups, or you're receiving a lot of content on YouTube, or you're part of some Telegram broadcasts or groups, you would be getting a lot of these opportunities which others are presenting to you, and the logic would be that this is a decent company, it has lost 1/3 of valuation and therefore it's very attractive. Sometimes your anchoring could be to the IPO price of a company, saying that from the IPO it's already lost 30% or 35%, so it is cheap. So somewhere we would be anchored to a valuation and we would think that the present valuation is very attractive to that valuation. But in reality, that assessment most of the time may not hold water, simply because the market has already invested a lot of time on these ideas. There is tremendous fatigue building in these ideas, and these ideas are actually tired ideas. How on earth could a tired idea straight away become something that brings freshness to your portfolio? Think about it. My sense is most of the time such ideas only tire your portfolio further. Let me explain how that will happen. What would happen is that you buy something which is already fallen 1/3 because you are anchored to that high valuation of the all-time high in that stock or the IPO valuation. Sometimes you may also be anchored to a very large QIP valuation which happened at a very high level. Whatever the anchoring may be with, the fact is that from that point which you are taking as your reference to the present, there is already a lot of fatigue that has happened. People have got tired of owning this stock. And the possibility is that a lot of the factors which they used to convince themselves to buy these stocks at higher valuations have turned. What you thought will bring the company benefit is now hurting. I was just seeing a conversation amongst friends on a specialty chemical company. I won't give even the product name because then it will become too obvious, but it's one of the most celebrated specialty chemical teams of the last 2-3 years, and I have also been an investor in the team for a very long time. Friends were feeling that the valuation has fallen a lot. The next 2 quarters will see more bad news, and putting these two together, it may be a good time to start looking at the company. Now, this thought process to me gives a very plain, vanilla, contrarian approach. It in no way brings in investment merits. It's just saying that bahut bura lagta hai, it's so bad that it can't get any worse, right? That is not an investment argument. The market may use optimism in that stock to sell it down further because it's still owned heavily by institutions, and they are already tired because they are making losses, and that's sitting there in the portfolio. Their investors must be questioning them constantly. So the fatigue can only grow. The only time that you can turn such fatigue in your favor is when those who are tired have all left the stock, they have exited the counter, and those who have got in are all fresh and raring to benefit from any good thing that will happen. And while they are raring to benefit from that performance, they still have enough patience because they have just begun. So, the time when you should use such ideas which have lost a lot of value is when those who are tired are out of the counter and those who are in the counter are still fresh and capable of holding out longer. That is why we make a lot of money when those large institutions sell out of businesses which we like, and they sell it at valuations which we really like, and after they sell, there would be no tired investor left in the stock. That could be a good inflection point, and not this anchored or anchoring generated inflection point which we are trying to discover, which we are trying to create at, let's say, 1/3 loss of valuation. Because 1/3 is not some formula by which you can buy a business. So when you spot opportunities, remember that you should spot them at a time at which the tide will turn, news flows will turn, fortunes will turn, and there won't be tired investors waiting to sell the stock further down. So we are at a time when there are tired investors in almost every performing counter that has done well in the last few years, and we should probably wait for these investors to get all the more tired and then give up. Around the time they are ready to give up or giving up, actually, you should look to spot those opportunities. So keep tracking them and make your investing something that is more measured, gradual, and incremental. Thank you for watching this video.